So Etsy is a brutal marketplace to be on because if you have a 3D printed item that is selling well on there, you have just a few weeks before you will see it listed in many other places as well. So if you are an inventor, a product designer, or a 3D printing store operator, and you're working on Etsy, you have undoubtedly seen this, where you have created a lot of product listings for new items, and then when you go and search inside of Etsy for your item, you see 10 other listings very similar to it. It might be fidget dragons, it might be a pencil cup, it might be all kinds of items. Etsy has a lot of similar sellers on it, especially in the 3D printing space. And there's a couple of reasons. Let's talk about why this kind of occurs first and then how to deal with it a little bit later on. But the main reason why it occurs is because there are not many 3D printing designers out there. Many people who sell on Etsy source files from Patreons, Thingiverse, so on and so forth. And they're finding licenses that allow commercial use, and those licenses are limited. So if you have only about a dozen designers who are creating good quality models, and then you have hundreds of licensees, it's inevitable that those licensees are going to start overlapping. So they all list the same fidget dragon on the same week. That is part of the problem. The other part of the problem is that on Etsy, Etsy is very open and available. So people are able to see how many sales you have of a product and how many reviews your store has. So if they put 3D printed stuff into the search terms, your store will pop up and then they'll see, oh, that product has it in 20 carts, which means it's popular. This store has done 1,000 sales, which means it's sustainable. That is a product that I am going to steal and use. And since that product came from a Patreon, I'm just going to reverse search it, and you have an attribution link down in the description because the license requires that. So it's really easy to find that product, clone it, and list it someplace else. So it's really brutal. Likewise, if you have a 3D printed original product design on Etsy and it is doing very well, it's very easy to replicate because you have product photos of it, and all anybody needs is a 3D printer and a little bit of CAD knowledge in order to replicate your design. So, and since it's not patented or licensed at all, and since Etsy's moderation is a little bit iffy, it's very easy to rip someone off on Etsy, which is just a danger of the platform. So how do you deal with this? Well, there's a few different ways. First of all, designing your own original products helps a ton, because even though people who know CAD can do it, there's far fewer of them than the people who know how to download a 3D model and print it. The people who know how to design and rip off files are far fewer than the people who can just go get shared files. So designing original products is the best way to stay relevant on Etsy, because you will be able to stay competitive for a period of time. Also, if you do not put 3D printed in your titles, it reduces the amount of time that people are able to search for you. It doesn't pop up if they just say 3D printed. It has to pop up if they know your niche. So if you're making coffee machine accessories, rather than saying 3D printed coffee machine accessory, just say what the thing is, a coffee accessory. That way, only somebody in that industry will ever notice it, which means that you have much lower risk of a copycat identifying your product. However, if you put 3D printed in there, anybody who's searching up 3D printed business ideas will find your stuff on Etsy. And in fact, those items might show up on like this YouTube channel talking about them to promote them. So just don't use that type of branding. So those are the ways of basic stuff protection there. With the Patreon products, if you are using Patreon products, the only thing you can really do here to differentiate your business, since everybody has the same products, is to know Etsy well. And the way to know Etsy well is to do what they ask you to do. Really good product photography. Make sure you have a video, because Etsy wants to advertise your product on TikTok. So give them a video in your product listing. Give free shipping. By changing the pricing of your product to incorporate the cost of free shipping, but give free shipping. Etsy wants free and fast shipping to get it out the door. If you're not able to handle fast shipping because it's a popular item, then think about a print-on-demand service like Slant 3D, where you can plug in an Etsy plugin, and then whenever an order for that comes through, it comes down to a giant print farm with 1,000 machines that can print and ship that item for you. That way you get scale and you can ship faster than any of your other competitors. But that's the way to do it. Ship faster, have better products, have better descriptions. Just build out your Etsy listing so that it's better than what anybody else is doing. Because everybody else is going to take the generic photos from the Patreon and then print a single one, take some photos with a cell phone and all the rest of it, which can look a little rough. So if you can have a better product presentation, and you've been around as long as anybody else, don't do this if you're going to don't dive into the pool with everybody else and think this is going to save you. It won't. But if you've been established, you have reviews on the item already, continue to improve that listing and it will float to the surface of all the other similar ones that are like, I'm going to get into Etsy this week. If you are willing to put in the work and build out the quality of your store over time, it will pay off, and all the competitors will eventually give up, because ultimately the sales on Etsy can filter away after a while, and you end up, oh, I got 10 sales this month, that's not very interesting, I'm going to go back to doing my regular job rather than this hobby Etsy store. So being able to outlast people can be very useful in these commodity type of markets, to where you just have a better overall product and experience than other places, where you ship faster, you have good photos, good descriptions, and good customer support and those kind of things. Everything other than the product, because your product is the same as everybody else's. It just is. But you can create systems and resources in order to make it better. So that's the ways of kind of dealing with copycats on Etsy. If you are selling the same product as someone else that you're downloading from a Patreon, make sure you differentiate the listing and the Etsy. Play the Etsy game of SEO and that kind of stuff. Give them videos, give them free shipping. If you are creating original products, do not put 3D printed inside the title, and still also use the external resources, because you can have parts ship faster by using a plugin or a print service, and you can continue to improve your listing so that if anybody ever does copy you, you have more reviews, more legitimacy, more social proof. So when customers are choosing between the two options, they're like, you've been around, you've got 5-star reviews, these are the new upstart with a copycat product. So they'll buy you first, and Etsy will also present you first. So that's how to deal with the problems of people stealing your ideas on Etsy. Have a great day, everybody. And comment down below if there's other topics around selling 3D printed parts and 3D printed products that we can talk about.